This is Game Set Match Kentucky, episode 17, recorded September 10th, 2019, entitled Talking Trash in a Deep Gravelly Voice. Hey everybody, it's time for episode 17 of Game Set Match Kentucky, where we talk about all things related to the Central Kentucky Tennis Series and maybe a whole lot more that you never asked for. Who are we kidding? It's going to be a whole lot more that you never asked for. This is Tuesday, September 10th, 2019. I'm Chris Godby, the chairman and one of the founders of the CKTS, where the lines are good and sandbagging is for golf. And I'm right here in Russell Springs, Kentucky, and my co-host today is really not that far from me. We're in the same county right now as we speak, but we still choose to do the show in separate locations because of the magic of technology. I'm delighted to have Susan Hadley back with me today. She's a board member here at the CKTS as well as at the Lake Cumberland Tennis Association. She's also assistant tennis coach where I work at Russell County High School. Welcome back, Susan.
Well, thank you, Chris. It's good to be back. I appreciate it. I think we're going to be giving some information that people actually will want to hear today.
It's going to be an action-packed episode, and it's going to be a fast-paced episode because we have to get out of here shortly. So let's get right to it. All right?
All right. I'm with you.
Okay. Well, today on Game Set Match Kentucky, we're going to look at the results of the 2019 Glasgow Open tournament. We're going to look ahead to Columbia Open this weekend. We're also going to look at the current point standings, which we're at the three-quarter mark of the season. So 2 tournaments left. We have some tight races going down the stretch here.
Yes, we do.
Right. We've got a challenge the call question today, and we'll also look at a few announcements, as usual, of things that are going on in tennis around the area. Our sponsor for this episode is Vision Cabinet Source in Campbellsville, Kentucky. They are a kitchen and bath cabinet supplier that ships virtually everywhere. If you're building a new home or renovating your home, they can supply you with cabinets in classic styles that are well-built and affordable. They have painted and stained lines of cabinets, and in making these beautiful cabinets, they have a 17-step finishing process to assure top-quality craftsmanship. So you need to go to their website at visioncabinet.com and check out their work. And if you end up ordering them, which you should, you totally should, tell them you heard about it on Game Set Match Kentucky. VisionCabinet.com, 270-465-3222. So let's jump right in to the Glasgow Open results from a couple of weekends ago. This was at the end of August, beginning of September. It was Labor Day weekend. Great job, by the way, by Trina Rickard and some of her family members that help run the tournament. The weather was good. A little bit hot, wouldn't you say, Susan?
I would definitely say a little bit hot. Yeah.
A little bit hot, but we'll take that over rain any time. So why don't you start with boys 18 singles?
Okay, in our boys 18 singles for the Glasgow Open, the winner was James Chen. He defeated Dylan Dethridge 6-3, 4-6, and then he won in the tiebreaker. That was a good match. Definitely.
And then in the boys 15 and under singles, it was Jake Taylor of Bowling Green defeating Gary Zhang, also of Bowling Green, 6-3, 6-3.
Okay, in boys 12 singles, our winner was Ben Hansen. He defeated Jackson Donovan 6-4, 6-4.
In girls 18 and under singles, Connor Gallagher of Edmonton, Kentucky, defeated Ainsley Stobaugh of Bowling Green 6-love, 6-1.
In our girls 15 singles, our winner was Arden Dethridge. She defeated Sammy Cusato 6-4, 6-0.
In girls 12 and under singles, it was a 3-way round robin. Arden Dethridge was the winner of both of her matches, one over Addison McFall of Tompkinsville, the other one over Chloe Dickens of Bowling Green.
In our boys 18 doubles, our winner, the winning team, was Cordray and Thomas. They defeated Christensen and Jiranek 6-4, 6-4.
And their name is going to come up when we look at the point standings in just a few minutes, too.
Absolutely.
In more places than one.
I know it.
In girls 18 and under doubles, it was the team of Caitlin Ditto and Sarah Jaranek, defeating Emmy Redford and Madeline Stevenson. Love 6, 6-1, and then 10-6 in the match tiebreaker. Quite a lopsided back-and-forth event there. Love 6 and then 6-1.
Just get ready to say, I'll tell you what, that was a tale of 3 different matches, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Okay, in the mixed 18 doubles, the winning team, Christensen and Gallagher, they defeated Jaranek and Jaranek 6-4, 6-3.
In men's B singles, it was Billy Edge defeating Kenji Morosa 6-love and 6-4 to win the men's B singles.
Men's C singles, the winner, Zachary Turner, and he defeated Jamison Roberts 6-3, 2-6, and then Zachary Turner won in the tiebreaker 10-5.
In men's open singles, it was W.D. McCubbin cruising to a win in the final over Jackson Grover 6-love, 6-1.
Men's B doubles, the winning team, Shrek and Tomioka, defeated Williamson and Williamson. Their score was 6-2, 6-0.
In men's open doubles, here they are again. It was Jordan Cordray and Matthew Thomas. They defeated our friends Bill Flickinger and Darren Polston 6-1, 6-3.
Yes, that was a good match. I got to see that one. In women's open doubles, the winners again, Cheryl Hensel and Trina Rickard, they defeated Susan Hadley, that's me, and Lacey Lee 6-3, 6-4. Trina and Cheryl have played together a long time, and they're hard to beat.
Well, looked like that's a good score there. It's relatively close. You're talking about one break in each set,
That's
basically.
Right. Nothing to be ashamed of, but they're really on top of their game right now.
And now the moment I'm sure everybody has been waiting for and holding their breath for, the mixed open doubles at Glasgow. My partner Trina Rickard and I finally get one past you and Steve Humphries, 5-7, 6-3, and then 10-6 in the match tiebreaker.
You and Trina had a great match. I mean, you didn't miss anything. And Steve and I played well, but you all just too hard to beat.
Well, and I appreciate that. I think we're going to be lining up against each other again this weekend, so we have that to look forward to.
I'm looking forward to it. I really am. Okay, mixed B doubles. Richie and Roberts defeated Kohler and Lee 6-3, 6-0.
And if you look at the scores in that draw, there's a few good matches there. There's a few split set matches.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
In the earlier rounds, yeah.
Yep.
In men's 40 singles, here's 2 singles titles in one weekend for W.D. McCubbin. He defeats Michael Woods 6-3, 6-2 to take the men's 40 singles title at Glasgow.
I've watched W.D. play. He's hard to beat.
Yeah, he's playing really well. He is playing really well.
Okay, I'm going to give the men's 40 doubles results. Downing and Grover defeated the father-son team of Don and Steve Humphries, and Downing and Grover won that match 6-1, 6-4.
Also known as the Humphries brothers.
Yes, that's right. That's what I thought.
So that's a look at the results from the Glasgow Open 2019. And let's jump now to the current point standings. This will be in a little bit different order. You'll traditionally see the point standings listed in the order that we're going to read them to you now. There's no real particular reason for that. It's kind of like it's just always the order that they've been in the spreadsheets. Who knows, may mix it up into a different order sometime. But I'll start with men's open singles, and right now Jackson Grover has a slim lead by 2 points over his friend Wade Stone. Jackson has 11 points.
In the men's B singles, the leader in that division is Billy Edge. He has 16.5 points, and he's well ahead of the second place player, Jared McDonald. Jared has 6.5 points.
Right. We can unofficially declare Billy the winner of this season of men's B singles.
That's very safe to say.
Yeah, it's impossible to catch him at this point, but there is a race for second place because Jared has just a half-point lead over June Tomioka right now. So
close.
We'll see how the rest of the season shakes out over the next 2 tournaments.
Be interesting to see. Yeah, these guys need to get out there and play. They've definitely got a chance to get second place.
That's right. This is going to be a good weekend to do it. So I hope we have a good turnout. Now, in men's C singles, we have Jamison Roberts, the son, with a lead over James Roberts, his dad, by just 2 points.
Wow. I guess that maybe could cause a little bit of a problem. I hope it doesn't.
Yeah. You know how I remember those guys' names?
How?
Okay. Jameson is the son.
Oh, Chris, there you go.
Yeah. Otherwise, they have the same initials. They both start with James. I can't keep them straight a lot. Now I finally figured out how to keep them straight.
Now I know too. I appreciate that. All right, men's 40 singles. The leader by a whopping 12 points is W.D. McCubbin. He has 18 points. Closest to him is 6 points, Tom Hadley.
Yeah, so nobody's going to catch WD for the championship, but there is a tight race for second place in men's 40 singles.
You're right. I missed that.
Right, so we'll see what happens. Wade Stone is also tied for second place with Tom Hadley.
Yeah, so Wade Stone and Tom Hadley, battle it out now. Let's see you.
In the boys 18 singles, there is a back and forth between two good friends, Dylan Dethridge and James Chen. They're also doubles partners. They seem to both make it to the finals. They seem to kind of switch back and forth on who wins. It looks like that's happened 3 of the 6 tournaments so far. They've kind of traded championships. And right now, Dylan has a 2-point edge over James. Dylan has 14 to James's 12 points.
That will be one to watch, too. In the boys 15 singles, Jason Toll has 9 points. Close behind him, Matthew Parsons has 8 points.
In the boys 12 and under singles, Jackson Donovan has a 4-point lead over the second-place player, Ben Hansen.
Men's open doubles, Jordan Cordray and Matthew Thomas are the co-leaders with 10.5 points.
Right, so here are the guys that we highlighted in the results of Glasgow a few minutes ago. They are, not only doing extremely well in boys 18 doubles, they're also leading in men's open doubles right now by 2.5 points over the next couple guys. Yeah,
Riker Cassidy and Silas Newton. Silas has 7 points. Riker has 8. Men's B doubles. The winner right now, the leader, I should say, Mike Lindsay with 14 points. A close second, though, is June Tomioka. June Tomioka has 12 points.
Right, and Jared McDonald right behind in third place with 10.
Yes.
I know Jared is a listener of this program, so I wanted to mention his name. Hey, Jared.
Jared, you're in it. Get out there and play.
You can do it. 2 tournaments left. Let's see what happens.
That's right. You can't win if you don't play.
In men's C doubles, what we have right now at this moment is a rare 5-way tie for first place.
That's amazing. Golly.
The tie is between Josh Lawley, Patrick Lawley, James and Jamison Roberts, and Matthew Willoughby. They all have 6 points, but no one has played that qualifies for this award since Somerset. So with 2 tournaments left, guys, get in there and let's do this.
That's right, guys. We can't have a 5-way tie. We've got to have a winner.
Right.
Okay, men's 40 doubles. Tim Perkins is the leader with 12 points, and in second place is Larry Milby with 9 points. Those fellows are partners. They've been partners a long time, haven't they?
They have. Now, I know for a fact that Tim is playing men's open doubles this weekend. I can say that because this will come out after the entry deadline tonight. Yeah. And so there's a chance there for someone else that's playing men's 40 doubles to gain some ground on Tim because he's not playing 40 doubles. He's playing open doubles this weekend. So.
Yeah, and Larry, he's second place with 9, but there's Alex Downey, Jackson Grover, and W.D. McCubbin, all 3 of those right behind him with 8 points.
All right. Well, in boys 18 doubles, here they are again. Jordan Cordray and Matthew Thomas, they are I've never seen this before. They're same team leading in 2 doubles divisions. Mm-hmm. So that's awesome. They have 14 points each right now. James Chen and Dylan Dethridge are right behind them with 12 points each. So anything could happen the rest of the way if you play.
Okay, in our women's open singles and in our women's B singles, we have players who have played 1 tournament, but because according to CKTS, you have to play in 2 tournaments to qualify, we do not have a qualifying leader in either one of those divisions. That's women's singles, women's open singles, and women's B singles.
Right. Actually, you need to be a CKTS member, and you need to have played the same division twice that season to qualify for an award. So there's still time, ladies. Well, maybe not time for Columbia, but there's still the Bowling Green Open, which will be coming up next. Let's look at girls 18 and under singles. A little bit interesting at the top of this, we have Hadley Woosley with a 1.5-point lead over Connor Gallagher, still with 2 tournaments to go.
Girls 15 singles. The winner in that division is Arden Dethridge. She has 11 points. Close behind her with 10 points is Sammy Cusato.
Okay, close race there.
Yes.
Girls 12 and under singles, I think we can unofficially declare Arden Dethridge of Bowling Green will take this 12 and under girls singles title. Right now she has 16 points. The next player behind her, Parker Lawley, has 7.
Well, that's amazing. Girls 12 singles. She is the leader in the girls 15 singles as well. Arden is young, but she's a tough player, so I'm happy to see that she's having such a good summer.
It seems she always plays 12s and 15s, so and she keeps winning. So she's playing pretty much all weekend and just keeps on going.
Good for her.
Let's check out women's open doubles, where it's also a little bit interesting. There's a tie at the top between the partners, Cheryl Hensel and Trina Rickard, with 19 points each. Susan, you're right behind with 16 points. You've played with a few different partners, so nobody's going to catch you there. But what are the chances you end up taking this title?
Well, Chris, I think that even if I won Columbia and the Bowling Green, and say Trina and Cheryl were runner-up, I still would not go ahead of them, because
I was really trying to get you to talk trash there is what I was trying to do.
I can't do that.
I know Trina is listening, and I was just really hoping for some controversy. So I guess not this time.
For that. I'm too
I know. All right, in women's B doubles, we haven't seen anyone play that qualifies since Campbellsville. So right now, there are 2 leaders tied for the lead in women's B doubles. Chatty Lee and Marvetta Overstreet each have 8 points, but who knows what could happen? There could be a 4-way tie if someone is playing the last 2 tournaments and wins them. Who knows what could happen in women's B doubles?
Yeah, you're right. Anything could happen. Girls 18 doubles. Haley Woosley is the leader with 14 points, and then Hallie Lindsay is in second place, and Campbell Ritchie and Peyton Woosley. All 3 of those girls are tied for second place with 12 points.
3-way tie for second place, and just 2 points behind the leader. So still, I love it when these standings are close, and when just a little bit of time left, and who knows what could happen.
I like that too. I agree.
Mixed open doubles. Susan, you are in the lead on the female side of the rankings with 19 points. Your partner Steve and I are tied with 15 points each. So a lot of that's going to depend on this weekend.
Yes, it will. Are you going to talk a little trash right now?
Oh, I would really like to, but my throat kind of hurts. And, when I talk trash, I try to get in this real deep, gravelly voice, and I just can't. I can't do it right now. I better save it.
Well, if you talk trash, you got to back it up. So
that's true, and I can't. I just can't back it up.
Yes, you can, but sometimes you can't, and I don't think crow tastes very good as far as I'm concerned.
Well, let me give you a little secret. This if we play on Saturday morning, say, you may catch me on the heels of a celebration from the day before, and I may just be off my game a little bit. So something to watch out for.
Okay, it's good to know.
Okay.
You're just wanting me to let my guard down, so
that could be it too. That could be it too.
That could very well be it. Am I mixed B doubles next?
Yeah, mixed B doubles.
Right. Mixed B doubles, Erin Ritchie and Jamie Roberts are in first place with 11 points each. So that would be our male champion and our female champion right now.
All right.
They are the
leaders.
leader.
That's right. And with mixed 18 and under doubles, our final division in the list, Sarah Jiranek is the female leader with 11 points. Hadley Lindsay's right behind her with 9. Now for the male leader, it's Keegan Christensen from E-Town. He's got 8 points. And I don't see anyone really close that's going to catch him. We have a lot of kids that have just played this once, and they don't qualify. Now, if someone plays one of these last 2 tournaments and does well, anything can happen in the rankings here because there's a lot of people close that just haven't qualified yet. It's been a popular division. It just hasn't been consistent for very many players.
There you go.
Just been a lot of one-hit wonders playing mixed 18 doubles. So anyway, that's a look at our point standings with 2 tournaments to go. Let's look at some events that are coming up. Of course, we've got the Columbia Open 2019 this week. It'll be held at Lindsey Wilson College in Columbia. Some of our matches will be held at Adair County High School as well, especially on Saturday. The tournament director for this year is Candace Gallagher. She's one of the coaches of the Metcalfe County Hornet tennis team, and this is sort of a fundraiser for them, I believe. And our next tournament is the Bowling Green Open. That'll be the final one of the year. Can you believe it's already time for the end of the season, Susan?
No, I cannot. The summer has flown by.
It feels like we just started, but it's already we're in the final month of the season here. So the Bowling Green Open will be September 28th and 29th. Entries will open this coming Monday, September 16th, and the deadline for that will be Tuesday, September 24th at 6 p.m. Central Time. CKTS tournaments, once again, are USTA sanctioned for juniors as Southern Level 5 and for adults as Kentucky Level 100. Some other events that are happening in tennis, the Lake Cumberland Tennis Association is in the midst of their fall leagues, which will run for over another month. October 17th is when that will end. If you live in that area and you want to play in their league, it's not too late to get in. In fact, I showed up last Tuesday night, I showed up last Monday night on their, it was like their 3rd week. And, it's probably just a one-time thing for me. But, they let me play, and they'll probably let you play too. It's $20 for the season, or it's $5 a week until you've paid $20.
And
you can
just
go to
clarify, Chris, that is for men and women both, isn't it?
Yes, thank you. It is for men and women. They start the evening with singles. And then if anyone wants to stay for doubles, then they match you up to play some doubles. And, you might be there kind of late, but you're under the lights there at Pulaski County High School. So I played last Monday night, had a good time. So
Good. Lots of business then.
Yeah. lctennis.com is their website if you want to look up the contact information or further information on that. Courtesy of USTA Kentucky. Award nominations are still open, and they're highly encouraging people to nominate someone in the various categories that they have for the award ceremony that will take place in January. Now, these nominations, though, are only open until this Sunday, September 15th. So you need to nominate someone. Susan, have you nominated anybody?
Oh, Chris, I haven't. But honestly, there is.
Well, you still have time. You still have time. Okay.
So I need to do that.
You should. I'm going to do it too, and I'm going to nominate somebody for something, and or maybe 2 people for something. And I haven't done it yet, but it's a simple process, and I've got a few more days, and I'm a procrastinator by nature, so why do it now when I can put it off a few more days?
I don't believe that. As organized as you are, I don't believe it.
Well, that is one of my great flaws, though, so...
The only one. Surely the only one.
Oh, well, don't ask my wife. Let's move on. Bluegrass Tennis Association is hiring tennis instructors for fall programs. They're hiring parent coaches for elementary and middle school leagues and general volunteers. You can contact Christy Herring for more information. The email address is playtennis@rocketmail.com. Bluegrass Tennis Association. In Louisville, they have Sunday Fun Day. It has already begun, but at Seneca Park on Sunday afternoons from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. They have Sunday Fun Day. If you go to USTAKentucky.com if you go to KentuckyTennis.com, you can read a little bit about that. It lasts through October 27th, where they will have a closing day of Sunday Fun Day on that date. To keep up with USTA Kentucky, visit KentuckyTennis.com or follow them on Twitter at USTA Kentucky. They're also on Facebook. You can send us your events to info@gamesetmatchky.com. If you're having a league, a clinic, a camp, a tournament, whatever, send it to us, and we'll announce it on this program. Susan, it's time for Challenge the Call.
All right.
The question is it okay for the ball to bounce twice inside the service box on a serve, or is that illegal if the serve bounces twice inside the service box?
You're asking me. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. No.
Well, let me get your opinion.
Oh.
And then I'll read us the actual rule that I found.
My opinion is it is not legal for the ball to bounce twice. If the ball bounces twice, then it is the server's point.
Yes, you're correct.
Okay.
So the person that probably raised this question is probably used to table tennis, where if the serve is so light that it bounces twice, the server loses the point. All right. Well, in tennis, you better hit it before that second bounce, or you as the returner lose the point.
Yes, sir, buddy.
So let me refer to friend at court. This is rule number 24B. The point is lost if the player does not return the ball in play before it bounces twice consecutively. So that would be enough there to answer that question. Well, there's an item in the code appendix of the tennis rules under item 19 is a player shall concede the point when a ball bounces more than once in that player's court. So that would also apply to the serve, even if it is in the service box. And I'm trying to picture a serve that's hit in such a way that it bounces twice in the opponent's service box. But
listen, I've played against a woman that she hit such an extreme spin that it could definitely bounce twice. I've never seen anything like it.
Well, the person is obviously thinking of table tennis, aka ping pong. And I know nothing about pickleball. Maybe there's some kind of rule in pickleball. I don't know. Have you ever played pickleball?
I have never played pickleball. I know several people who do, and they just absolutely love it.
Well, it's a hot thing right now, and I'm sure we'll cover it at some point. I'm sure I will try it at some point, but as yet I have not. But if you have a question for Challenge the Call, you can email it to me at challenge@gamesetmatchky.com. We still have a few Game Set Match Kentucky t-shirts to give away to our listeners, and if you see me at a tournament, all you have to do is ask. I'll be at Columbia on Saturday morning for the Columbia Open. I'm sure I'll be in Bowling Green 2 weeks later, so hit me up and ask for a t-shirt. It's a thank you for being a loyal listener, and it's sponsored by Vision Cabinet Source. Well, that's going to serve out another episode of Game Set Match Kentucky. Thanks to everyone for listening. If you're listening through our website, please go ahead and subscribe with a podcast app on your mobile device. And in that podcast app or in iTunes on your computer, take a minute and write us a short review and give us a 5-star rating. Don't give us any rating but a 5-star rating, and don't write a review if it's going to be a bad one, okay? Just do me that favor. And,
well, we don't want them to lie, Chris.
Well, didn't our parents say if you can't say something nice, don't say anything?
They absolutely did say that.
So that would lead to only 5-star reviews and or 5-star ratings and positive reviews, I would think.
Oh, well, okay, whatever you think.
You can also visit GameSetMatchKY.com for all of our episodes and show notes and more. Please follow us on Twitter at GameSetMatchKY and like our Facebook page at Game Set Match Kentucky, the podcast. LakeNet Media Incorporated provides the web hosting for this program. If you're looking for a dependable web host, you can reach out at 757-LakeNet or 757-525-3638. And thanks again to our sponsor, Vision Cabinet Source. Oh, no, there's that noise again. We heard this a lot at the U.S. Open. Like I says, we are out. We are out. I enjoyed the U.S. Open. I didn't get to watch as much as I wanted to, but I've got a ton of it on my DVR.
Oh, you're going to see some great matches. Woo.
Well, I know how the Nadal final turned out, and I still want to watch it. You know, sometimes if I know the result of a sporting event, I end up not watching it, but I've got to check it out.
Believe you me, you've got to check this one out. It was a great match. One of the best, the Nadal-Federer match at Wimbledon, whenever that one was, I can't remember the year.
2008.
Yeah, 2008. Those are the two greatest matches I have ever seen. That Wimbledon and this U.S. Open.
I'm definitely going to check it out then. The women's final was totally unexpected. Not the result that I expected, or such a short match either. I didn't expect that either. So
exactly, Andreescu, she dominated.
I still expect Serena to still get that at least one more Grand Slam. I mean, she's still at the top of her game, in my opinion, and I think she'll get it.
I think so too. She really showed a lot of heart in that second set.
Well, now that the U.S. Open is over, ladies and gentlemen, come check out the next best thing, the Columbia Open, this weekend on the campus of Lindsey Wilson College. And, you know, if you've got some time in the middle of the day, the football team plays at 2:30. I'm the stadium announcer. If I know you're coming, I'll say hi. No, I can't do that. But anyway, I hope you come anyway. And that's a 2:30 kickoff Central Time. So until next time, I'm Chris Godby with Susan Hadley. Susan, thanks again for being here today.
You're welcome. Thank you, Chris.
And this has been Game, Set, Match, Kentucky. Trina and I finally got one past you and Steve Humphreys. Let me start that again. I called him Humphreys.
Serve him right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed that. Could you say it again?
My Siri just activated somehow. I said something that sounded like, "Hey Siri," so she woke up and okay, sorry.
Just like a woman.
Item number 19. It says, I got to start coming to the rehearsals.
Yeah.
And we don't even have rehearsals, so maybe we should have rehearsals. And if we did, I probably wouldn't come.
Oh, shoot.
No, in
I
the
would
code.
definitely come.
Yeah.